To find out more about the African American Hunting Association, go to our website by going to aahunt.com, blackhunting.com, or africanamericanhuntingassociation.com. And if you like what you see there and you'd like to have a website or improve the website that you have, contact our partners at NLE Media. You can contact them by going to nlemedia.com. They have a vast array of artistic and creative services to help you in your business. Welcome to the African American Hunting Association's Outdoor Show. I'm Donnie Adair, president of the African American Hunting Association, where we are reclaiming our hunting heritage. Our mission is to encourage African Americans and other urban residents to check out hunting, shooting, and other outdoor sports such as hiking, camping, fishing, boating, and outdoor photography. We are a multicultural organization open to everyone. Each episode, our show will present interviews with some of the most knowledgeable experts in the country, as well as people like you. We will take the information they shared to the field and demonstrate how it can make your hunt or outdoor experience more enjoyable and safe. Our Handyman segment will feature advice and instructions on how to accomplish a variety of tasks associated with outdoor sports. So, stay tuned to AAHA Outdoors. Hi, welcome to the African American Hunting Association Outdoor Show. I'm Donnie Adair, your host, and I've got a great guest in the studio here in the lodge with me today. I want to welcome Chancellor Archie. How you doing, Chancellor?
I'm all right. Good meeting you.
Man, it's been good to meet you. Thank you for contacting me through our website. Ladies and gentlemen, we want you to check out our website at aahunt.com, blackhunting.com, or africanamericanhuntingassociation.com, and let us know that you're out there, and maybe you too will get a chance to come to the lodge and tell us about your hunting adventures. We're going to talk today, Chancellor, about archery, and we're going to talk some duck hunting. And first, let's just get to know you a little bit. When did you first come to Oregon, the Portland area?
So I moved to Oregon actually in 1996. I had finished up graduate school in Wisconsin.
Okay.
And the nice thing that I liked about Wisconsin was that I lived close to a lake. I did a lot of fishing. Okay. And when I graduated, I actually moved to Oregon for the fishing.
Okay.
So fishing was primary.
What kind of fishing
secondary.
was that?
I wanted to get access to the ocean because I grew up on the Texas Gulf Coast.
Okay.
And so I didn't like being landlocked. I didn't want to live somewhere landlocked, catch little dinky trout or bass or crappie. So I wanted to have access to the ocean, catch salmon.
Now, you're an archery hunter.
Yes.
And I want to mention to people that we're going to be trying to present more information about archery because I'm primarily a gun hunter, and so I want to bring people like you on the show to talk about your experiences and share some of the adventures that you've had with archery. So, and this is your bow here. Tell us a little bit about the kind of bow that you decided to get and shoot.
When I got into archery, there's a couple of different kind of bows. There's a long bow and a recurve. Those are both wooden bows. They're very nice bows. They have a very long history. I got into a compound bow, which is somewhat of a modern invention. It's been around since the late 60s, early 70s or whatever, and it's actually a mechanical bow. And the nice thing about it is that it's a lot easier for a person to become proficient in archery with a compound bow because you can basically tune it to a person.
Would you show us your bow?
Sure, I will. So this is a compound bow. It's made by PSE, and one of the ways it's different from, say, a long bow or a recurve bow, which are normally made of wood, this one is made out of machined aluminum, and it has wheels. So when you pull the bow, the energy is actually stored up in these cables. And so one nice characteristic of a compound bow is that once you pull it back to a certain distance, you actually don't feel a lot of weight. Okay. You feel about 65% of the weight. Okay. And that actually makes it a little easier for some people to shoot because you're not sitting there holding weight, but it also makes it a lot easier to aim.
You started hunting archery hunting for deer. What areas did you hunt?
So I primarily started in Eastern Oregon, and I still hunt in Eastern Oregon. I like Eastern Oregon because I'm originally from the East Texas, where it's very wooded, very thick. I love Eastern Oregon because it's open, and I can see a lot. Even if I don't see an animal I can shoot, I can see a lot of other stuff moving around. And that's one of the things that makes it nice to go out there.
Okay, Chancellor, tell us about the arrows that you shoot.
Okay, so I shoot aluminum arrows. These are made by Eastern, and the thing that I like about aluminum is it's relatively cheap. Doesn't cost very much. It's a pretty durable material. I use New Archery product broadheads. One thing about archery that people should understand is the killing mechanism is completely different than a rifle. With a rifle, you're hitting an animal and it's going to be killed through blunt force trauma. Whereas an arrow isn't designed to deliver a lot of trauma, it's designed to cause hemorrhaging. And so the optimum target for a rifle may be a shoulder shot or a heart shot or a neck shot. Those would be very bad. The shoulder shot and the neck shot would be a bad shot on a bow and arrow. With a bow and arrow, you're really looking at going in the heart and the lungs. Those are the two most important areas to hit an animal.
And you want to get a broadside and double lung, right?
Broadside, double lung is a very good shot, but sometimes you may not be able to get broadside, sometimes slightly quartering away. That depends on the target. If we're talking about something as large as an elk, definitely broadside, double lung. But with a deer, you might be able to get away with a quartering away shot.
Quartering away. Well, tell me, what kind of success did you have as an archery hunter?
Well, I started archery hunting in '98, and it took me 5 years to kill my first animal. And it's not because I didn't see animals, but I just didn't have confidence in my ability to be able to launch an arrow 30 yards at an animal. Even though I did a lot of practice, I practiced 2 or 3 nights a week, I just didn't have that confidence. And so after about 5 years of shooting and missing because I didn't have the confidence, I finally connected. I got my first deer, and that was a little spike mule deer over in Eastern Oregon. Well, after that, I went a couple of years. I had 1 year because part of my success was just learning how to walk in the woods, how to not spook everything, and how to actually find animals. You know, the year 5 that I killed the deer, I got lucky. You know, and I couldn't repeat it year 6. I couldn't repeat it year 7. Year 8. Well, year 7, I finally learned how to find animals, and I had my best season. I didn't kill anything, but I shot at 6 deer, and that was in a 1-week period. I got a lot of shots. Year 8, opening day of the season, I walk in the woods, I drop a deer at 10 o'clock in the morning. My season's over.
All right. So you went from there, and you decided to do what? What other kind of hunting?
Back then, I pretty much focused on deer hunting, but that year, because my season ended so early, for those of us who are hunters, you know, there's a lot of excitement that gets built up into the hunting season. And even though it's fun to get a deer on opening day, your season's done. That's it. Archery season's 30 days. And so I wanted, I mean, I don't know how this sounds, but I really just wanted to do more hunting. And that's kind of how I discovered duck hunting, because duck hunting starts in October, and the season lasts till January, and that's really what got me into duck hunting.
As we talk about duck hunting, let me bring little Kel into the picture here. Come here. But now you're a duck hunter.
Yes.
And you hunt the local area too.
Yes.
Tell us about that.
I started duck hunting about 2-3 years ago, and I'm primarily a public land duck hunter. I know a few people with private land, but I primarily public land duck hunt. So I've hunted Sauvie Island, which is, if you live in the Portland area, it's a great place to duck hunt. It's 12,000 acres.
One of the greatest places to duck hunt in America, isn't it?
It is. It's 12,000 acres of land that can host probably 300 hunters a day. And it's within 20 miles of a major metropolitan area. And there's probably anywhere from 300 to 500 birds killed there a day.
So you hunt 2 or 3 days a week, and our season here goes 2 or 3 months, isn't it?
It's this year, 2008. The season is 107 days.
That provides a lot of opportunity.
A whole lot of opportunity.
And one of the things we're trying to do is encourage people to just think about all the opportunities that are available to you. Now, you're involved in conservation too, aren't you?
Yes, I am.
Tell us about that.
I'm a member of a local conservation organization. It's called Delta Waterfowl. It's A more popular organization may be Ducks Unlimited, and Ducks Unlimited and Delta Waterfowl are very similar. Ducks Unlimited's focus is habitat, and Delta Waterfowl's focus, we have a focus on habitat, but our main agenda is increasing hunter opportunities.
Okay.
And one of the ways that we do that is we try and increase the nesting success rate of hen mallards or whatever hen ducks on the nest.
Let me invite you to do this too, since you have so many hunting friends. Let them know about us here at the African American Hunting Association and our website, and encourage them to contact me as you did, and maybe we can get them on the show. And we'd also like to go out on a hunt with them and with you later on this year and get some film on that. So
No problem.
I'm right here, and you talk about going out to Sobeys Island, and man, I live in North Portland. I'm even closer than 20 minutes.
Okay.
And I love to go out and hunt before work some mornings with it, and get out there and just enjoy nature and enjoy the great outdoors. So I want to thank you for coming on,
All right, no
on
problem.
our outdoor show, and look forward to seeing you again, and good hunting,
Okay.
and I'll see you in the field. Hey everybody, Donnie Adair, African American Hunting Association outdoor show, and I'm just wanting to demonstrate for you what it's like to go up in a tree stand. Now, us older guys, sometimes we don't feel like hiking all day, and it's good at any time, both morning and evening, to take a stand in a tree. And I like these climbing tree stands. I feel safer with this metal around me. I've got my safety belt on. I always have that on from the time I first get in the tree till I get all the way on the ground. And these really are pretty safe apparatus. I'm going to go up a little ways in the tree and kind of demonstrate to you how we use these tree stands. Just pull the top like this, sit, pull the bottom up, stand, and then as you go up the tree, move that safety belt up and tighten it. Just come on up, sit, up, sit, up. Now, I'm not going to go all the way up the tree today because we're not really hunting, we're just demonstrating. But I'll show you how comfortable these tree stands can be. Once you get up to the desired height, then you can stand up, kind of turn around, turn your belt around a little bit like this. I'm taking my seat and turning it around. Just kind of turn it around like these. Well, again, that's the thing about a climbing tree stand. That metal's around you when you make an adjustment. Just kind of swivel around a little bit there. Once you get around, you can make a little adjustment to the height you want. Make sure it's level. Kind of get comfy, just like that. Now, a couple of things about a tree stand. One, don't go up in the tree stand with your rifle or your bow in your hand. Tie on a little line or have some string with you. Tie it onto your gun, bow, your pack, whatever you want to bring up here with you, and then pull it up once you get comfortable in your tree stand, okay? They got all kinds of things you can stick in the tree to hold your bow, your gun, your pack. Sometimes if you go up high enough, you'll have a branch or a knob that you can hold these things on. Also, fellas, let me give you a piece of sage advice. If you're an old guy like me, you're going to be up in the tree stand any length of time. Take a wide-mouth plastic bottle, empty. I don't have to tell you what it's for. You'll figure it out. But here again, very comfy. You can look over, and the main thing, one of the main things is you get your scent up off of the ground where the deer or elk or whatever you happen to be hunting. Could be hunting hogs. If we're down south, love to hunt those hogs. But whatever big game you're hunting, you're getting above the scent. And a lot of those game don't ordinarily look up. Now, some people say that deer and elk never look up, but that's not true. If you make a noise, it will cause them to look up. Not only will they look up today, when they pass that tree stand in the next few days, they will look up when they first come into that area. So you want to be very still. A big thing that gets you busted in the woods by the big game that you're hunting is movement. Not so much noise, but movement. They see movement. So when you get up here, make sure you're comfortable. You know, get your feet up to the level that you want them at, and get comfy and just wait. This is a nice stand because I like the rest. I like it as a shooting rest down to the sides or out front. You can also, you get tired, your legs get a little cramped. This is a nice sturdy stand. You can stand. You can take a rest like that. I happen to be left-handed. Down behind you. Either way, you can shoot too. Not as comfortable for left-handed that way, but it does give you some flexibility. So enjoy a tree stand. It's a good way to hunt. It's a good way to have some success when you're out after your big game. I'll see you in the field. Hey everybody, thanks for tuning in. We're on the road once again, and this time we're going through eastern Oregon to Coeur d'Alene, Idaho. We're going elk hunting, baby. Hi everybody, this is Donnie Adair, African American Hunting Association Outdoor Show, and we're in northern Idaho. I've got a great guide today. He's Mr. Bob Ebert of Coeur d'Alene, Idaho. Bob, thank you for having us.
Oh, you bet.
Give us a little bit of information for people who want to contact you about coming out and getting an elk.
Sure. We have a website that's www.elkcompany.us, and our phone number is area code 208-765-6090.
Okay, and when can people hunt?
We basically do this on weekends, but it's going from now until into January.
Okay. Well, again, thanks for having us out. We're going to get out here and try to see if we can harvest an elk, if I can shoot straight, and have another adventure. Stay tuned. Well, folks, after talking with Bob, he took me down this draw, and we began the hunt. He had scouted for several days and had located a group of cow elk, and we were authorized to take a cow on this particular hunt, and proceeded to stalk up through the trees. The winds were swirling, and that's what you hear, a lot of loud wind throughout this day, and they were swirling, and I believe that this stalk was unsuccessful because the elk winded me. And so after that stalk didn't work, we proceeded way up the hill, and we began to peer over and glass to look for some other opportunities to get a shot. We did run into a bachelor group. Now this is like pre-rut. This is a very early season special hunt, and it's pre-rut, so these schools of bachelor herd was together at this time, and that's where you hear a lot of the bugling and so forth. There's coming from these bull elk. Finally, we did get a shot. It was very quick, and as you can see, well, folks, he went down in one shot. We're going to wait a while, make sure that the animal has expired. But it looks to me like a one-shot kill. Stay tuned for more action. We'll be right back. I'd like to share an email from our website from a very nice young woman. Hello, my name is Michelle. I just wanted you to know that you've been an inspiration to my friend Charles. He's now considering the possibility of actually leaving Alabama for a hunting excursion at least once in his life. He tells me he's going to invite you to speak to his hunting club. Well, Michelle, thank you for those kind words, and thank Charles, too, for thinking of us, and let him know I'm traveling to the South several times this year, and I would absolutely love to come and talk with his club about the opportunities we have to go out and hunt. Thanks again. I'll see you in the field. Okay, folks, it's Donnie Adair, African American Hunting Association Outdoor Show, and it's been about 30 minutes since we shot that cow elk here in northern Idaho, and now we're going to go up and make sure that she's dead and harvest this animal. I shot this deer from its left side, which is currently laying on the ground, but I wanted you to note that the bullet did come out the right side. This is why we always emphasize know what your target is and beyond, because even with these fairly light calibers, and I'm using 7mm 08, not even 30-06 or 300 Win Mag or any of those bigger bullets, this is a fairly small load. It's a 140 grain bullet, and it went all the way through a mature cow elk. So be very careful of your target and beyond. I'm absolutely elated with this animal. This is going to be some great eating probably for the next year or two, because we've got a small family, but certainly I'll be taking this back to Oregon and sharing this with all of my friends and family. And I'm just excited about this opportunity to come up here and get this early season elk hunt. You can do the same thing. We'll give you contact information for Bob at the end of the show. Thank you for watching. Lightning and the thunder kind of sent us out of there.
Let's go. Let's go. Go. Let's go.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the African American Association. Yeah, I blew that one.
Do that one again. Take two.
Hey everybody, welcome to the African American.
I don't think you got your mic on. Check your mic.
Check. One,
Check.
two, check.
Check.
I'm only seeing one check.
One,
Now,
two,
okay,
check.
it's off. You had it on for a second.
That's on right there.
That's
Check.
on.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Let's do
Testing
another
one.
one.
That'll work.
Take 3.
Hi. Welcome to.
No.
Gotta
Take
wait.
4. Wait till I give you.